What's going on, everyone? Abel Abinetti here. As you can tell by the topic here, this is all about steroids. This is a big topic in the fitness industry. I'd be telling you a lie if I said, I haven't thought about taking steroids at some point in my career. Now, that's more recent just because I'm getting older. As you know, I turned 27 about 2-3 weeks ago. So, I'm getting on up there late 20s. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you believe it or not, whatever, you can have your own opinion or whatever, but I am 100% drug-free, never taking anything as far as steroids or anything, pro-hormones, anything that's going to, affect my natural testosterone. I've never done anything that's going to harm that or, change that up. The only thing I've ever taken is supplements, meaning protein powder, creatine, supplements that's gonna help a little bit, but as far as like taking anything that's gonna affect my testosterone, I have not taken anything. So going off of that, I've been struggling in the last 2 years to a year because I'm getting pretty not old, but getting on up there where I've been really struggling as far as can I actually build more muscle being natural, because I've been training for, I would say, around 9 to 8 years now of hard lifting for years and years consistently for around 9 years. Of course, I started and I started working out when I was 13, just a little weight bench at the house and worked it at the house. I wouldn't really consider that because I didn't really join a gym till I was I think 17 or 18, and from there on, that's when I really say that I really started working hard and developing, my physique. So I've been saying, 8 to 9 years of hard actual lifting, and I've plateaued here and there, but then I've somehow, was able to change up my workouts, change my diet, so I was able to build. But now I'm on that struggle as far as career-wise, can I actually build a physique now? Being natural, being the age I'm at, and is this all I have as far as physique wise? Is this as good as I can get my body physically, being natural? Now, first off, I would never. I'm going to tell you right now, never even thought about taking steroids when I was in my teens, early 20s, and stuff like that, because I've seen different people and watched different people, and they say, of course, if you're younger, there's no need in taking steroids. You need to have a good base, and you need to work out hard, and you need to see what your body can do naturally before you even think about taking steroids. And then another thing, back then, as far as I would never suggest anyone even thinking about it if it was not their career. Let's say 5 years ago, this was not really my career. I had to have another job. So it was not my career. So of course, I would never even think about taking anything that's going to harm my body at all if this was not my career. Now, things have changed. Now, this is my full-time career, is in the fitness industry. I'm training people. I'm traveling. I'm sponsored by supplement companies. I'm sponsored by, bodybuilding.com. So I'm, sponsored by these companies. And so this is my career now. And so it's a little bit different than when I was younger, and I had no need in taking any of that because, it wasn't my career. Now it is. So this is what I do. This is how I make my money, my living. And, and then another thing, when I go to competitions and stuff like that, people that I'm competing against are obviously on stuff. I mean, these people are way younger than me. I'm competing against people, let's say early 20s and stuff, and they're, as big as me or bigger at this age. And I'm not saying that all the people that are bigger than me are on steroids, not saying that at all. But you can just kind of tell the people that I'm talking about, the ones that are, definitely on stuff. But they don't admit it. They don't, tell people about it, and that's fine. Because drugs are illegal, so you can't actually come out and say, I'm taking drugs. But you could get in trouble for actually admitting to taking steroids. So I can see all the people that are saying, that are denying taking steroids because it's illegal. But so it's a big struggle for me because, I'm competing against these people, and, I see these people, I follow these people, see them on Facebook and stuff like that, follow different, watching videos of them, and they don't work near as hard as me. They can take off a month, they seem like they can take off a month, and then they come back a month later from taking off from the gym for, months at a time, and then they come back and they start working out again, and then they see amazing results, and they're twice as big or twice as ripped, and they're not working near as hard as me. And I'm over there kicking my butt all the time working out. You can see my videos. I work out hard every single time, and and it's a struggle for me to see people that do all that. They can take breaks here and there for months at a time, and they take they take drugs, and they see all these amazing results, and me working my butt off, and I'm the same as them. They're the same size as me, or they're bigger, and I work twice as hard. So it's been a real struggle to sit back and really think, what do I want to do? What is my goals? And I gotta have to think, why am I not taking steroids, and why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? And it really came down to being honest with people. A lot of those people that you see taking drugs, they have to lie to people because they don't want to get in trouble, or their sponsors, they have sponsors, and they can no longer say, really honestly, that that the supplements they're taking is giving them any effect because they're taking drugs and stuff like that. So they have to lie all the time, pretty much. And for me, I do not want to be one of those people that lie all the time, and I want to be one of those people that are telling the truth when they sit there and endorse a supplement company, or they endorse particular brands, saying that's actually what I use, and that's really what's helped me get to where I'm at. And for those other people that do take drugs and stuff, I'm sure they take those products, but those products aren't giving them the results that they say they are whatsoever. Because drugs do help a whole lot. And then another thing, health issues. Steroids do have side effects. I mean, you can talk to people. They have side effects. Now, I'm sure, side effects, if you know what you're doing, could be relatively harmless. I'm not really sure exactly. I've not really done research on steroids, honestly, because I never really 100% or even 50% thought about it, because it would take me, if I sat down and said, okay, I'm going to start doing steroids, it would seriously, I would have to take 6 months to a year, no joke, of doing research before I would take any kind of drug in my system whatsoever, to make sure I'm getting the right drugs, make sure that I am, seeing the right doctor and stuff like that, to make sure my health, I want to make sure that my health is at its best. I don't want to go through there, and some people just take all kinds of drugs not knowing what they're putting in their body, and that's how you're going to see, all, harmful results from taking steroids, when you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how much to take. So if I even thought about taking it, it would take me 6 months to a year to actually do all the research before I would even think about taking any kind of drugs. Now, my take on steroids, do I think they should be legal? In my personal opinion, I think they should be legal, just because you could go to the doctor, or you could go, different places and actually get checked by the doctors and stuff, and so they could check up on you and make sure you're taking the right amounts, or you're not harming yourself. Now, now that they're illegal, you can't go to the doctor's office and just be totally 100% honest. And you can't get the drugs that you need that's FDA approved or whatever, because they're illegal. So you have to either go through the black market or something like that. I don't even know where you honestly get drugs. I've never, like I said, never really looked into it. but you know, you can get all kinds of fake stuff, and you don't know what you're putting in your body because, you know, it's going through the black market or something. So, you know, in that opinion, I think they should be legal at a certain age, you know, I don't know, 18, 20 years old, even older than that, maybe even 24, just until you're, you know, matured and that, you know, you've tried everything you can possibly do, you know, being natural first and then taking drugs. But like I said, I was just going to talk to y'all a little bit and kind of explain where I'm coming from. You know, it's been a struggle to see people, like I said, not working as hard as me, but seeing better results or the same results, and I'm kicking my butt all the time. But it really came down to, you know, being honest, you know, being completely honest with people, and I didn't want to sit back and take steroids and take other drugs and then lie to all my viewers, lie to teenagers, lie to people, and say, you know, these supplements I'm taking, that's what's doing it to me, or this particular workouts. You know, a lot of people sell their workouts because they say, you know, do my workouts and you can look like me. And honestly, you cannot do that because you're not on the gear that those people are on. And I didn't want to be like that. I wanted to, you know, I've always wanted to find a person that I could believe in 100% in the fitness industry that I looked up to and just knew that they were 100% natural. And I still have not found that person because I don't know them personally. Back then, when I was younger, I think it was a good thing that I did not know who was natural and who didn't, because it pushed me more. Because back then, I would see people, of course, like Jay Cutler and all the huge bodybuilders. I knew they were on steroids when I was first getting started. But other people, like the smaller guys that I know, I'm not going to name any names, but, you know, I looked up to people, you know, fitness models and stuff when I was younger, and that made me push so hard because I thought I could look like that physically, being natural. And then when I started to grow up, you know, more and more lifted, you know, been working out for years and years, I found out, and, you know, I'm still finding out that different people that I thought was natural aren't as natural as what I thought, or, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, in that case, I'm glad that I did not know that they were on stuff, because I might not have pushed myself as hard being natural, because I would have known that I could not look like that one day. But I wanted to, you know, like I said, it was just some void, and it seems like in the fitness industry, without knowing, you know, someone out there that was 100% lifetime drug-free, that I could actually, you know, say, okay, this person I know 100% is drug-free, and that's, you know, that's my goal to get to. So I want to be one of those people that you can always say, hey, you know, that guy's 100% drug-free, honest, and have a goal for young people to look to and know that they're not on drugs and stuff, that you can make a great physique not being on drugs. I'm not gonna lie, it is hard. It has been so hard to see results, and, you know, even dieting down for shows and stuff, it's hard to lose weight, it's hard to lose body fat. But I'm gonna tell you guys, it's a great feeling to know that you've done all this, you accomplished all this, and without the help of drugs. And, you know, it's something different than sitting back and saying, you know, okay, I might be more popular if I would have taken drugs, because of course I would have seen, you know, I would be way bigger right now, honestly. I would be way bigger, I'd be way more conditioned, and who knows, my career could have changed even, you know, my career could be higher up right now. I could have bigger sponsorships, or I could be more popular if I took steroids, because I would look way better, honestly. I would have a different look, I'd be bigger, I could probably compete more in, you know, men's physique, I could win shows, but me being natural probably hindered all that. So, you know, it's one of those things that I have to really find out in myself what's more important. Is it my health? Is it my popularity? Is it, because they're illegal? I have to sit back and really think about all that and weigh out the pros and cons, and I have, and I'm just here to tell you guys that, I'm going to stay, drug-free. Who knows when I turn, get into my 30s and stuff like that, if I'll have to go to, of course, doctors, because I think they say, like, when you hit 34 or something, your testosterone, your natural testosterone goes down and you start losing muscle from there. So who knows to say, if I have to go to, a men's health clinic or something and get testosterone shots that just keep my body at a normal level. But for right now, I'm 27, so my testosterone should be just fine until later on down the road. So that's a different story. That's not actually something that I would say that you're taking drugs or stuff like that if you have to take other test stuff from a doctor to keep your testosterone at a normal level. Now, if you raise that and all that stuff, raise your testosterone by a lot, then of course I would say that's taking drugs or whatever. But as far as when you get older, in the 34 to 35, when your natural testosterone goes down, then take some kind of natural testosterone boosters or go to the doctor and stuff like that to help, because you'll start losing muscle at a certain point when you get at a certain age. So guys, that's pretty much it. I hope I kind of went over everything that had on my mind. I hope I explained it well. For sometimes I get on here and just kind of mumble a lot, and I don't know what kind of points I really hit on until I go back and edit the videos. I'm like, gosh, I wish I would have said that or said that, so I wish I would have said something else, or wish I would have left that out. So I hope I really, explained myself here. I wanted to kind of just encourage all the young people out there that you can make a great physique being natural. And like I said, I wouldn't even consider taking steroids first if it's not your career. Second, if you haven't been lifting over, I would say 8 years or something, that you have, tried your best to gain as much muscle as you can, and you've done it natural 100%, and you hit a plateau where you can't build anymore. Now, who's to say I can't build any more muscle? I'm going to still try. I'm still going to push myself all the time to try to, I don't know what my genetics will be. So, I have that dream in my head that I can still build muscle, and I can still, work on my physique being natural, and that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to still push I'm going to still push myself. So, thanks again, guys, for watching these videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and yeah, thanks for watching.